Hey everyone, this is Macy, the shop dog here at Vespa Portland. These are the Officina 8 Vespas, or Workshop 8 in English. By the way, this is a voiceover, so what I'm describing may not exactly line up with what's on screen. There just wasn't enough time to get a normal walkthrough video done because the new owners of these scooters were very excited to receive them, and both of these bikes were long gone within 2 days of arrival. We've been told demand for this scooter has outpaced production, so Damon and Doug are both lucky to have scored the only ones in Oregon of each model. So Vespa is calling these limited edition scooters, quote, a celebration of their heritage with a design language that blends history, craftsmanship, and modern style. I say they're a great looking scooter with a lot of attention to detail. If you don't end up getting your hands on one of these, but like some of the new parts you're seeing and want to customize your current Vespa with them, these should be available to order soon from your local shop. On both scooters, the first thing you'll notice is the matte finish and the new color. These scooters feature what Vespa is calling, quote, a unique industrial chic aesthetic with an intense blue Officina 8 color, metal accents like brass rivets, and details reminiscent of workwear and vintage machinery. In the included booklet, which we'll go through later, they're calling this color industrial blue. The color reads differently depending on the light. Indoors, like you see here, it's a bit more subtle and muted. Outdoors, the color is more vibrant. The accent colors are black, a lighter matte gray reminiscent of aluminum, and a subdued gold tone. The Primavera here has its classic silhouette with a bunch of new details not seen standard on stock Vespas before. Starting with the bars, you can see the new bar end mirrors. These are OEM and they are very nice quality. The holes where the mirrors used to go are now capped. The switch covers on the Primavera are blacked out as well, and if you just said, oh my god, finally, I'm right there with you. People have been waiting for blacked out switch covers for a long time, and now they'll be available to order for other 150 Vespa Primavera and Sprints. The Primavera also got a black sport rack standard on the scooter instead of the usual grab rail. This is more of a decorative element. It's not exactly a rack that you're going to tie down a lot of things to. The seats on both the Primavera and GTV have a new texture and stitching pattern, along with decorative rivets running along the sides that are an homage to workwear, but also the seats of vintage Vespas. Down below, the wheels are finished in a stunning gold tone that really pops against the blue. The last time we saw gold wheels stock on a Vespa was on the Racing 60s Sprints from a few years ago. If I recall correctly, these are a bit more subtle in tone than those, and of course they have a different spoke pattern. So again, if you want to order gold wheels for your existing 150 or 300 or 310cc Vespa, you now have more OEM options. The badging on the scooter is also gold. This includes the Vespa on the leg shield, the Vespa on the left cowl, the Primavera on the right cowl, and the Officina 8 on the glove box. Other gold highlights are visible on the horn cover. The exhaust cover is also black. The GTV in the Officina 8 edition is 310 cc's. Of course, many of the same elements from the Primavera carry over to the GTV, but there are a few other details the GTV has that the Primavera does not. It also has full LED lights and a digital instrument panel like the GTV has had since 2023. Specific to the GTV, the seat is a sport saddle meant for one rider. Like the Primavera, the seat features horizontal ribbing, contrast stitching, and polished brass rivets, which Vespa says are a nod to authentic workwear, but also look like the rivets used on the seats of vintage Vespas. The cover at the rear of the seat is color-matched plastic and is held on with 3 screws you can access from underneath. They also include caps to put in place if you decide to remove the seat cover. Both the exhaust cover and the transmission cover are black on the GTV. And a very small detail, which I think is pretty cool, is that the Piaggio badge on the front of the scooter is now embossed. Under the seat, the scooter comes with a decorative tin carrying all of its documentation. There are 3 booklets inside the tin. On top is the Officina 8 book. It's a collectible piece that highlights the design process, the vision behind these limited edition models, and their connection to Vespa's history. A Vespa Officina 8 is a special edition Vespa scooter designed to celebrate the historic Piaggio experimental department known as Officina 8 or Workshop 8, where the prototypes for the first Vespas were developed after World War II. So what is this thing and why is it called this? Well, a Vespa Officina 8 is a special edition Vespa scooter designed to celebrate the historic Piaggio experimental department known as Officina 8 or Workshop 8. In Workshop 8 at the Piaggio factory is where the prototypes for the first Vespas were developed after World War II. There's lots of historic photos of the factory in the book, as well as general history about Vespa's factory and the company as a whole. This is a really well put together book. I think any Vespa enthusiast would like to check this thing out. If you don't have this book, you can actually go on their website. Just Google Vespa GTV Officina 8. And on the landing page, there's a thing that says, like, read the brochure or read the leaflet or something like that. And you do have to give them your email, but you can get a digital version of this to check out. Beneath that booklet is the warranty book, and beneath that is the owner's manual, which you should definitely read your owner's manual. So that is it. Hopefully you have enjoyed this little walkthrough look at the Officina 8 Primavera 150 and GTV 310. These are out in the wild. There are not many of them, so if you do see one at your local shop, check it out while you can. Or if you see someone riding around in your city, flag them down, see if they'll come over and let you take a look. That is all. This is Macy the Shop Dog. Thanks for watching.
It's so big!